Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will study about Beer-Lambert's law. So Beer-Lambert's law is a combination of two laws. It is made by the combination of two laws. The first law is Beer's law and the second law is Lambert's law. So we will first study the Beer's law and then the second the Lambert's law, and we will combine both the laws and we will get the Beer-Lambert's law. So first we have to study the Beer's law. In Beer's law, what the Beer's law states that when a monochromatic light is passed through a solution of a certain concentration, then the absorbance is the light absorbed by the solution. So the absorbance will be directly proportional to the concentration of the solution. So this is the statement of the Beer's law. And in this Beer's law, we have taken the monochromatic light. So monochromatic light is the light which has fixed wavelength. So we use a fixed wavelength light, because if we use different wavelength light, then it can hinder the results of the absorbance. So to understand this Beer's law more clearly, we can see the instrumentation part of this Beer's law. So here I have drawn the instrumentation part. So if we see from the starting, then for example, if different wavelength incident light are coming from this side, and now we have to take the monochromatic light. So what we will do is we will place a monochromator here. A monochromator has this kind of an apparatus where it is one double slit is placed here, and in between a prism is placed, and a second double slit is placed here. So it kind of filters the different wavelength light, and only a fixed wavelength light or one wavelength light is passed through it, which is known as the monochromatic light. And the monochromatic light then passes through this, and a fixed wavelength of monochromatic light then falls onto this solution of a certain concentration. Now this incident monochromatic light, we have taken this as I naught, and as this passes through this solution, because of the concentration or the opaqueness or translucentness of this solution, so basically we have to take a solution which is translucent or kind of opaque in nature, because only that kind of solution can absorb the light from it. If we take the transparent solution, then it will not be able to absorb any light, and thus the absorbance will be zero. So we take a solution which is a little bit of translucent or kind of opaque in nature. So when the incident light passes through it, some part of the incident light I naught is absorbed, and the rest part just passes through the solution. And this part of the incident light which doesn't get absorbed and just passes through this solution is known as transmitted light. And this phenomena is known as transmittance. Now we can find out the absorbance of the solution, or the amount of light absorbed by the solution. So the absorbance can be measured by I naught by I. So we simply do I naught by I, and we can get the absorbance. And if we have to find the transmittance, then it can be simply shown as I by I naught. And as the Beer's law states that absorbance is directly proportional to the concentration of the solution, so now we can write that the absorbance is directly proportional to the concentration of solution. And when we take the log, now when we take the log value of this, then absorbance can be written as log base I naught by I. And now we can also write that log base I naught by I is directly proportional to concentration of the solution, because the absorbance is already proportional to the concentration of solution, and when absorbance is equal to this, then this is also directly proportional to the concentration of the solution. So we can write like this as well. So this is the total statement of the Beer's law. So now in Lambert's law, what it says that when a monochromatic light is passed through a solution which is kept in a medium of a certain length, let's take the length as L. So now the absorbance or the light absorbed by this solution which is kept in a medium of length L. So now the absorbance will be directly proportional to the length L of the medium on which the solution is present. So now when incident light of different wavelength will come, that will be converted into a monochromatic light by a monochromator, same as the usual. And when this monochromatic light of incidence, which is we have taken as I naught, where it will fall on this medium, so now the absorbance will be directly proportional to length L, and same transmittance will occur, and the transmitted light of I we will get, and we will get transmitted light which we have taken as I, and the absorbed light will be directly proportional to the length of the medium. So in this Lambert's law, we have taken the absorbance as directly proportional to the length of the medium. So now absorbance, same as usual, can be calculated as I naught by I, and the absorbance, when we take the log, it can be written as log base 10 I naught by I. And now, as because absorbance is directly proportional to length in Lambert's law, so we can write that log base 10 I naught by I can be directly proportional to the length of the medium. So now, instead of the concentration which we have taken in the Beer's law, we will write this as directly proportional to the length of the medium. So now as I combine both these law, the Beer's law and the Lambert's law, then now it becomes the Beer's Lambert's law. And now as we combine both these statements, so now this Lambert Beer's law can be simply written as that the absorbance will be directly proportional to the concentration of the solution as well as the length of the medium of in which the solution is kept. So we can write the concentration as C and the length as L. So and A as the absorbance. So we can write that A is directly proportional to CL, and as we remove the proportionality sign, then it becomes A is equal to epsilon CL. Now this sign is the molar absorptivity. This is the molar absorptivity constant. And C is the concentration of the solution, and L is the length of the medium. So this can simply be written as A is equal to epsilon CL. So the absorbance relationship is simply written as this. So this is all the basis and all the explanation of the Beer-Lambert's law. I hope you have understood every basis and every basics of this Lambert-Beer's law. If you have any doubts, you can ask them in the comment section.